Welcome everyone to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see how can we evaluate the likelihood of a PPCPs being found in groundwater. To evaluate the likelihood, you have to select the evaluation window from the homepage of modePROCON program. As you might already know, modePROCON allows user to conduct the evaluation for three systems: groundwater system, karst aquifer system, and surface water system. The process of evaluation is exactly same for all of these three types of systems. Therefore, we will see the process for just one system. You can do it similarly for the other systems. So click the evaluation button of any of the three systems. Once you have clicked the evaluation button, you will see the evaluation window. On top of that window, you can find two sets of legends. The first set is unit, which shows the parameters and units associated with all chemical properties, such solubility, solubility, etc. The second set of legend is the reference, which shows from where the chemical values are obtained. In reference legend, you will basically see the short form of each reference source. Along with each row of PPCP, at the right side, you can find these short forms used for different chemical values. By comparing these two data, you can determine the source of the chemical value. The main content of this page is the chemical database. modePROCON comes with 115 PPCPs with their 5 chemical properties and CAS number. The 5 chemical properties are solubility, solubility, volatility, degradability, and pKa. The units of the chemical properties are displayed above the table as a text. And as mentioned earlier, for each PPCP, there is a reference column where the sources of the data are written. An important remark here is to have a better visualization of this page, we can do a couple of things. Firstly, if you click twice the maximize button lying on the top right side of the page, the screen will adjust to your screen size. Secondly, whenever there is a table on any window, you can drag it both vertically and horizontally to read your desired part. And lastly, if you cannot read the text of any column, you can double click on the right edge of that column. These tricks can be used for all the other windows. As mentioned in the previous slide, modePROCON comes with a database of 115 PPCPs. But if you have any other PPCP, or if you have different chemical values for any PPCP, you can easily add them to the database by clicking the Add New Data button lying on the bottom of the page. If we click that button, we will come to this page. The units are again displayed on this page because while entering the chemical values for the new PPCP, we have to strictly follow this set of units. We do not have to write the units, but we have to ensure the values are in correct unit. Let's do an example. First, we have to write the name of the PPCP. Let's assume the name is XYZ. Then we have to write all the chemical values in the right units. Let's assume the solubility is 10 mg per liter. It is enough to write 10. The value of log KOW for solubility is 5 and the value of Henry's constant for volatility is 0.0001. The value of GT50 in days for degradability is 25 and the value of pKa is 8. Please pay attention. If you want to add any PPCP to the database, you have to enter the name and these 5 values. Otherwise, it will not be saved. That means the entry of case number is optional. You can skip it if you don't know it. Now, if we click the Save and Exit button, a message will appear on the screen. If we click the OK button there, the PPCP will be added to the database. We can find the new PPCP in the bottom of the table. If we want to delete it, we have to click the Delete All User Input button. Then a warning message will appear, and if we click the OK button there, all the entries added by user are deleted at the same time. Please pay attention. You cannot delete specific one user added PPCP. If you click the Delete All User Input button, all the user added values will be deleted. However, none of the PPCP from the default database can be deleted. Now let's see how we can evaluate the likelihood of being found in groundwater. We can evaluate maximum 5 PPCPs at the same time. If we do not select any PPCP, an error message appears. Or if we select more than 5 PPCPs for evaluation, the program will give us another error message. Therefore, we have to select between 1 to 5 PPCPs. In order to select any PPCP, we have to check the check boxes lying on the left side of the table. Please pay attention. If you have checked it correctly, a tick mark will appear. If you want to unselect it, you can click on the same box again. You can also select a PPCP which has been added by you. Let's select the maximum possible number of PPCP, which is 5. Sometimes you might see a blue box. It doesn't mean that any PPCP is selected. A substance is selected only when a tick mark appears beside the name. Now we have to click the Evaluate button to complete the evaluation. Once we have clicked the Evaluate button, this page will appear. In this page, you can find the indexes for your selected PPCPs calculated by the program. You can find the results both in tabular and in graphical form. In the graph, for each PPCP, a color is assigned. Each index indicates the tendency of being transported towards groundwater. The higher value means stronger tendency. Based on 4 indexes, the program calculates a final stochastic likelihood for each PPCP. That results can be found in this column. In this case, we can see that 3 PPCP are likely and 2 are very likely to be found in groundwater. This result can vary from PPCP to PPCP. If the result says that it has either very likely or likely probability, in that case, the program recommends doing a further modeling. Along with the evaluation, modePROCON also provides link of one reference paper for each chemical. If you click on the hyperlink of the paper, you will be directed to the journal website of the paper. However, please pay attention. You might need access or might have to buy the paper to read it. One more point, the program only provides one literature suggestion. There can be multiple other significant reading materials which you can find yourself or search yourself.